Hi there, my beautiful thrivers. Welcome back to another video with Thriving in Chaos. If you're new here, welcome. You just clicked on one of my WTF Wednesday videos. This is where I go over all of the past week of expenses that I have done from my online checking account, things that need to be replaced from our sinking funds that we did with digital purchases. I appreciate you clicking on this video and feel free to click that subscribe button. I'd love to have you as a part of my family, which is growing day by day. So, with that said, hi there my lovely subscribers. How you doing? How's life been? Thank you for joining for yet another video. I hope you guys are doing well. And without further ado, let's get started. So, the first thing that I need is my tracker. And here it is. We decorated all this up together on my video, and we are now working with my pink week of the month. These days that if I had any spending, it will be written down here together. I want to go ahead and address the elephant in the room. This is not my wedding band. I am swollen. I don't know if it translates on camera, but oh my gosh, I am having some swelling issues right now that I don't even know. So I had to take my ring off. It was hurting. And I just found a cosmetic ring. It is not real. I am not balling like that. So this will do for now just because it's loose and it feels better, but I definitely want to represent that I'm a married lady. Alright guys, so we're going to work with this full week and find out what all we have spent this week, which I am very proud of both myself and my husband. We have not gone crazy. We just did bare minimum of what we needed, like the necessities. We didn't go super crazy, which is very cool. I love it. So we might actually have a lot of extra no spin stickers to stick on here. So we are going to go ahead and start with the 7th. We had no spend on that day. So let's go ahead and congratulate ourselves.
Sorry, I was trying to be quiet.
You have to give me a kiss if you're going to come in here.
You just want me to be over here close to you since I'm in gray pants for some reason.
Give me a kiss.
You didn't say you were. I was wrong. All right, go ahead.
All
I know
right.
you want to touch my butt and my.
I'm putting all this in the video.
I don't care.
I love you, baby.
Love you. You're not gonna put it in.
Watch. Did you just hand down a challenge? Yeah, you did. Sorry about that. Okay, so we had no spend day on this day, and we also did not spend anything on that day, on the 8th, which is very nice. Now, on the 9th, not so much the same. This was payday, of course, so this is when I usually do my 2 weeks worth of groceries. So I buy enough groceries for dinners for this day all the way to this day. And that's a lot of dinners. This is why my grocery bill is so high. So we are going to include what we spent for groceries for the next 2 weeks and our eating out that we did. And then my husband also had to make a purchase for his beach pass. So let's start with that. We had a beach pass purchase for $20. And then we had a Publix, which is my local grocery store. And it was $4.24.26. Yes, I know. And then we had our dining out, which we did DoorDash, which is always much more expensive than just going and getting it. So we're going to have to figure out where this extra overage is going, but we were not feeling like going out that day. So, it is what it is. But I did end up getting gas as well, and I used my card instead of my cash. So I'm just going to put BK gas here. I only did $10, so I'm going to have to make some change, I think, in that. So those are the only 4 purchases for that day. On the 10th, we did have a couple of purchases. We had, I do not know how to pronounce this, but bottom line, we went to an Oriental store. By the way, my husband is partially Asian, so I have full permission to say that. I'm not sure if that is becoming a racist thing or not, but he told me I could, so I went ahead and cleared it with my man. All right, so $61.39. We got some stuff there, and then Sam's was $143.17. All right, so that is it for that day. So that is a total of 6 purchases, and believe it or not, guys, that was it. We have not spent any other money. So I get to add 3 more stars here. I'm going to go ahead and do that. That's a big deal. At the beginning when we were budgeting for this month, we said that we wanted to, or I made a goal of 12 no spend days for the month. And so far we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. And we are halfway through the month, so we should be able to meet that goal. We'll see. We will see. All right, so that is that. And now what I like to do is go ahead and plug that into my little tracker here that we started. And I will do that as a time lapse, of course. And I will plug all these in, and then we'll come back and go through the numbers and then getting the cash to replace it with. And that will do it. We have plugged them all in. So I'm going to go ahead and put my 3 different areas I like to track. We have our account buffer. And this is money that I just have sitting in there. It does not have any kind of purpose. It is literally just to cushion the account for when I make online purchases, so that I have the money in there and it doesn't go into any kind of negative, and I also don't have to rush and go take cash to the bank first and then go and purchase. So it works out very well for this system to have some type of buffer in there. Then we'll have our groceries buffer, because I do not take that money out to stuff into envelopes, because the majority of our spending we do primarily online. So I don't pull that money out to stuff in envelopes. And you'll see I use prop money to help me track that. but everything is online, so I use it as a grocery buffer. Like, this money specifically is for groceries. That's that. And then we have sinking funds. So what we will be pulling out of these binders to cover the costs of any of these purchases. So we will check those out and see what we need. All of these are actually from my revolving fund binder, except for my wallet gas money. So that's really good. We only have one binder to pull from today. So that's my revolving binder. If you haven't seen any of my previous videos, I just did these. They are just so pretty. I'm happy and thrilled with them. I hope you guys like them. Alright, so first things first is we're going to pull from our Peach Pass, which I went ahead and made up the dividers. If you've been watching and keeping up with me in my videos, then you know I mentioned making some of these. So I finally did, and this is just to act as a barrier between my envelopes so that any of the marker that I have used on these will not transfer to the other envelopes. So with that said, let's go ahead and flip on over to my Peach Pass, which is right here. So we spent $20, so I will need to pull $20 from here. 1, 2. So $20, and that leaves $20 in there for the next time, so that's good. So $20 is now accounted for. Publix and Sam's. Now these two things I do interchange them, so it doesn't matter if I spent more in here than what is in the envelope, because I can use what is in the Sam's. So that's why I did them together on each one. So let's go ahead and calculate up what we have spent in total and what we need to take out. So that is $424.26, 61.39, and 143.17. That's $629, we'll say. So for $629, I'll just go ahead and pull out all of this and all of this. We'll just go ahead and put these all together. So we needed $629 in total. So we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 20, 30. So we'll do that. We'll do that. Okay, so $629 is what we're taking out of that. And that leaves a total, and this is all online in my bank, of 50, 100, 20, 21. So 121 left in my grocery budget for the rest of the next, I don't know, 10 days, whatever it is. So that's really good because, you know, we do go through some groceries. We are a big, large family, and they're all teenagers. And yeah, so we definitely have to have food in the house at all times, or they will die of starvation. So we did account for the 424.26 and the 61.39 and the 143.17, all accounted for. Now this is where it gets a little sketchy. We have currently $100 in dining out. We spent $154.42. So we are over by $55 basically. So what I'm going to do for this is we're going to take this 100 out. So we accounted for 100 here. And I need $55. So because this was technically food, I think I'm going to go ahead and just pull this from our grocery budget, because I don't foresee that we're going to actually have to go back too often. There might be one or two things we'll need, but nothing like super crazy. So we need 55. I don't have change here, so I'm going to make change. I do have prop bills, so I can make change with anything here. Okay, so I have 10 and 2 5s. We'll replace this 20 here and put this in there. So now we just need 50 and a 5 to cover that. So currently left in our grocery budget is $50, $60, $65, $66. So I'll just put this back in my groceries. And I'm going to go ahead and write that down now that it's in my head. Left is $66. Alright, so we did take 55 from groceries. There. Alright, and now I need to go into my wallet and get a tin. And here's my wallet, so I will be pulling my gas envelope, which is just a 20. So I will replace a 10 here, since we have change, and put the 20 there. So $10 has been accounted for. And now we want to go through our buffers. Did we spend anything out of these? We did not spend anything out of our account buffer, so that's good. In total for groceries, we spent so we said $6.29 for this, and we added 55 from here. So $6.84. Let's make sure that's correct. Yep. Alright, so $684. Okay, what is happening there? 84 is what we spent from our grocery buffer. And then from our sinking funds, we pulled $20 from Peach Pass, $100 from dining out, and then I'm going to go ahead and add my 10, even though it's in my wallet, not necessarily a sinking fund, but just for, you know, whatever. And that's $130. And now I like to calculate how much we spent this week. Total spent this week. And we'll just, let me calculate all this up really quick. Total spent this week was $813.24. But that also included all of our groceries that we had to spend, so that's actually really good, I feel. So because it's the pink week, I'm going to go ahead and make it like cute like this, and it's ready to go. And in total, we will be depositing back 50, 120, 30. I likely will not be depositing it just because we have that buffer there for a reason, and then when we get paid, I just subtract the amount that I have in my back to the bank envelope, which is where this will be going, right here. So when we get paid, I will just subtract this amount from what I actually withdraw and then I just use and recycle this cash. So that'll stay there until the next full-time cash stuffing. That is it, guys. We have successfully accomplished another WTF Wednesday. I appreciate you guys for joining me. I hope I didn't make this too complicated. Alright guys, please feel free to subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I will see you in the next video, which will be our savings cash stuffing for our side hustle. So I will see you there. Bye.